All right, Tom, thank you. It was a busy week at the state capitol as the governor and lawmakers went to work on several big initiatives and bills. From affirmative action to maternal care, a lot was announced, discussed on voting and what was being voted on. Capitol reporter Rebecca Brown has a recap of the biggest moves made this week.
In our THV 11 survey, you highlighted the issues you care about most. And behind those doors, bills addressing those topics are moving swiftly through the legislation process, majority of them passing their committees and floors.
Because of the stalemate at the county level, we have no choice but to take action here in the Capitol today.
The week started with Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders backing a set of bills aimed at providing relief to employees in Jefferson County who haven't been paid since last year. The push comes after weeks of back and forth among members on the quorum court who have not been able to agree on a budget. Lawmakers are now doing what they can, introducing two bills that would allow cities and counties to revert to the previous year's budget if a new one cannot be approved.
It was a perfect place to add this piece of legislation that will make sure that whenever counties can't pass a budget for whatever reason, then the people don't suffer as a result of that.
A few days later, the governor was back in front of cameras announcing a multi-million-dollar initiative aimed at improving maternal health in Arkansas. While work on the Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies Act started last year, there's now new legislation making its way through the Capitol with bipartisan support. The set of bills establish pregnancy-related Medicaid coverage, paying up to 14 prenatal and postnatal care visits. Democrat State Representative Ashley Hudson is one of the co-sponsors of the bill, but says she wants to see more done for mothers across the state.
Obviously, I'd like to see the 12-month postpartum coverage included, but at this point we know that we have a maternal health crisis and we need to be doing something. So I'm not going to throw out good, in search of great.
It was also a big week for another governor initiative. Under the Bell-to-Bell No Cell Phone Act, public schools must have a policy prohibiting students from using their personal electronic device while on school property during school hours. While the bill passed the Senate and now moves on to the House floor, there's still pushback from some lawmakers.
A lot of kids want to remember their memories of that pepper rally, of that homecoming, of that field trip.
This week's work ended with an emotional debate over a controversial bill. Senate Bill 3 looks to end affirmative action. It's made its way to the House floor on Thursday, the spot where a similar bill failed several years ago. Lawmakers eventually approved, putting it one step closer to becoming law, but not without a prolonged back and forth.
To Bentley's point, we need the most qualified people. Those most qualified people may indeed frequently be of that community. But to judge them first based on their race or national origin is a mistake.
Sounds fair in theory, but there's a fundamental problem with this argument. Merit only works as a fair measure when the playing field is already level, and it isn't.
After the vote, Republican State Representative Mary Bentley, who sponsored the legislation, read a list of the things it will change. The word equity will be replaced by equality, the word minority with critical needs. It also gets rid of the Higher Education and Minority Retention Program, and Section 8 removes affirmative action programs. We have all of those bills on our website right now in full detail, and we will continue to follow this legislation process. Reporting in Little Rock, Rebecca Brown, THV 11 News.